Hello everybody, I'm El Bristow and you're watching Ellitopia Gaming. We are playing Kerbal Space Program live with version 0.24, which has been released in the last couple of days from the guys over at Squad. And what an update it is. It introduces funds, it introduces reputation. I'm not going to go through all the basic tutorial stuff because there's plenty of YouTube videos out there already. You can watch Scott Manley's, you can watch Danny2462 or whatever his numbers are, that introduce the basic concepts of the game. We are just going to get into running some of the missions and seeing how far we get along the tech tree and the mission process. So strap yourselves in, we're in for a good ride. The most important part of 0.24 that has been added is access to this little building here, the mission control building. Oh wow! So we are going to accept some of these missions. The first couple of missions are very straightforward. Yep. They are to launch a new vessel. We're going to accept that, and to set an altitude record of 5,000 meters. Now, people have done this time and time again on YouTube videos, but it has to be done. Hi there, Naibaki. Welcome. Oh, we have a new follower. That is Bladefast, and that was the wrong tune. Why did that play the wrong tune for our new follower? Never mind, at least we noticed. We have a new follower. Welcome. To be able to launch a new vessel, we have very limited parts because obviously this is a new career. This is quickly becoming the bog standard first few missions craft. Solid booster, pod and parachute, because it's very easy. It launches and it fulfills the first two missions. So we're going to call this the E1. We're going to save this and we're going to go straight out to the launch pad and we're going to launch this, get these missions out of the way. We are now out on the launch pad with the E1, our first launch on a new career. This is going to be the first of many. I'm going to start up a new series based on 0.24. I'm not going to be doing the new 0.24 series on a live stream. I am going to be doing 0.24 off live, but it will be on YouTube, so be sure that you are following me on YouTube so that you can follow the 0.24 mission. We will be continuing the 0.23.5 career here on Twitch, so that we can complete our colony on Minmus, which we scanned for last week. So let's launch this, shall we? I'm not going to bother doing countdowns in the 0.24 missions because they just add editing time and I have to add the musics and the titles and the countdown and everything. So we're on the launch pad. We have the E1 sitting on the launch pad. We have Jebediah Kerman looking very happy to be here, and we are just going to hit the launch button. Here we go. Turn the SAS on just in case. We have already completed one mission, that is the launch a new vessel. We get some money, some science and some reputation from that. Delete that. We are just going to expend this fuel and then we can bring this thing back down to Kerbin. We have hit our 5,000 meters, so that's our other first mission complete. Some more money and some more reputation. No science from that one. There we go. Very, very fast. We're at 12,000 meters already. And we're going to activate our parachute. And we'll speed up time to bring this thing down. You guys don't want to be sitting there watching it, do you? I have indeed started using the 64-bit exe file. Thank you very much. It did confuse me at first. Bang! But no, we did. I did switch it over. Thank you for the reminder, though. EVA report. Store that. Jump off. EVA report. Surface sample. Grab. Board, recover vessel. So that's our first two missions completed. Very, very straightforward. And we should see our, there we go, our mission summary. So we get our science, 23.5 science, giving us 28 in total. We get money back from our parts. We get money for our command pod, our parachute, and our mono propellant that we managed to recover. Obviously the engine exploded, don't get anything for that. And we get some reputation for bringing Jebediah home safely. This stuff I'm sure you guys have already seen on Scott Manley's videos that he's done for YouTube. It's all pretty basic stuff, but here we go. So we can accept the contract for an altitude record of 22,000 meters. That one is fine. Mark 16 parachute in flight over Kerbin. Now some of these you have to be very careful which ones you accept, because they come with altitude and speed requirements, and some of those can be quite tricky to actually pick up. This one is an easy one. Yep, that's an easy one. This is to test the RT-10 solid fuel booster landed at Kerbin, so there's absolutely no problem with getting that one. That'll be an easy one. Stack decoupler landed at Kerbin. Again, that one will be an easy one to test, and we can do probably escape the atmosphere, and let's see if we can orbit Kerbin as well. We might as well take the parachute one, and we'll try and work out if we can get that one. We best spend our science so we've actually got some parts to use. Let's have a look. We're gonna want, probably gonna want that. The other parts will be unlocked automatically, so we should be okay. And we'll have some more science after this. So let's see if we can build a rocket to fulfill these. We need to use a stack decoupler on the launch pad, and we need to use a solid booster on the launch pad. I have an idea how we can do both of those at once. Let's go for a stack decoupler there, one of them, and a couple of those. I haven't unlocked the radial decouplers yet, so we can't use those. Oh, we have a new follower, Pug74. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. And this is how we're going to get around using the stack decoupler on the launch pad to get that mission. Mr. Batman 101, welcome to the chat. Let's go for one of these guys. Let's hang on, take that off on there, and we'll have a couple of these, and we're another new follower, Mr. Batman. Welcome, thank you for the follow. I don't know if I will actually be able to get both of those missions, activating the boosters and activating the decoupler. That's wobbling a bit, isn't it? This is going to be fun. Let's hope the SAS can hold it somewhere close to vertical. So the parachute one we're going to come back to. The solid the solid fuel booster one, hopefully we will get as soon as we hit launch, as we will with the stack decoupler, hopefully. As long as we get over 22,000, we'll get that. As long as we get out of 70,000, we'll get that. We may not quite make it into orbit. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. We may need some more science for that. Before we launch, I forgot to take a crew report last time, so we will take that one. Let's see if we can do an EVA. Yay, didn't fall off. Okay. We'll do an EVA here from the launch pad. Oh, no, okay, the last one we did counted as that, so we won't do that. And we will take a mystery goo. There we go, 3 science, keep that. And hopefully we will get into space so that we can retrieve that science. So, here we go. Let's try and see if we can get this thing a little bit more vertical without reaction wheels. No, we can't, is the answer to that. So we are ready for launch, and hopefully we will pick up the first 2 of these missions here. Ready? Here we go. Yes, we got both of those. Let's make sure we're vertical. There we go. Right, so we got 50 funds and 4 reputation, nothing much. And 126 funds, 2 science, and 3.809524 reputation. However, we are heading in the right direction. We're going upwards. These solid boosters are doing their job. When they run out, we'll fire the others. We haven't unlocked the radial decouplers yet, so we can't decouple those engines, which is a bit of a pain. Really struggling to keep this thing vertical. I'm just going to turn my headphones down a touch so that I'm not tempted to shout so much into the microphone. Okay. And then hopefully we can switch to that one, preferably with full boost. We are at 10,000 meters, so we can start attempting a turn coming up to our next target, which is the 22,000 meter mission altitude record. There it is. 11,000 cash and 64 reputation. Fantastic. Coming up to 27,000 meters, 27 kilometers. So hopefully, here we go. We'll stick at 45 degrees and have a look at our map, see what our apoapsis is at the moment. 62, excellent. Still got a quarter of a tank of fuel. That's outside 70 now, so I'm going to start bringing us down to circularise that a bit. We're about to run out of fuel, but that's okay. We're going to be going to 115,000 metres by the looks of things. Okay, so that is done. We can now, let's cut our engines, decouple that, and we have this little bit of fuel left. We can now take some science from space. There we go. 10 science from the mystery goo. We've got plenty of time before we get to our apoapsis, so let's take an EVA report from here, keep that data, take and store that data, jump back in and take another crew report. There we go. And hopefully we will get into orbit so that we can go around and collect the science from our mystery goo here. I'm going to start circularising us out a little bit, pointing downwards to hopefully push our periapsis out the other side. Mr. Batman, if you've not played Kerbal Space Program before, then you definitely want to pick up a copy of it. This is probably the greatest game I've played for quite some time. And I run a Minecraft server. Let's boost this up a bit. We've got plenty of fuel. Hopefully we will be getting into orbit. Oh, we can collect our science for getting into space. 29,000 funds, 15 science and 95 reputation for getting into orbit. Fantastic. Okay. Come on. We can get into orbit. Get me into orbit. Here it comes, here it comes. Bing! We are in orbit. There we go. 106 by 121. 59,000 funds, 30 science, and 142 reputation. Fantastic. So, let's have a look at here. We can now see how much science we have straight away. We have 55 science now. Our reputation is, what's that? 25, 35-ish. Something like that. We have 136,000 funds now. While we are in orbit, let's get Jebediah out on EVA and he can pick up the science from our mystery goo. Come on. Collect data. Remove. Oh no, underneath, under here. Here we go. So, we're going to head round to the apoapsis, bring our periapsis back down, and we'll go back for a landing. We don't get our reputation unless Jeb gets home safely, so go. Zip down, come on. There we are. Let's bring that down. Now, we had a contract to activate our parachute between 1,600 metres and 5,200 metres while doing 300 to 700 metres a second. That's going to be pretty tight. I don't feel particularly confident with that. I'm not sure that we will be doing 300 metres a second at that height. We will see. Under 5,000, that means we can't pop our parachute until under 5,200 metres. This could be risky. We have got our engine for backup to help slow us down under 5,000 metres. However, I'm still not particularly confident. 700 metres a second. So we're going to, we fulfill that now, but I think we're going to slow down too much. If we go under 300, we can't get that mission on this occasion. Yeah, no, we're going under 300 metres a second. No, never mind. We aren't going to get that one. Oh dear, okay. We aren't getting that science from the mystery goo either. Let's pop the parachute. Whoops. Bye bye mystery goo. Speed up time, take us down a bit. And then pops our parachute. So, we completed the solid fuel booster mission, we completed the altitude record, we escaped the atmosphere and we got into orbit. So we completed quite a few. Oh, and the stack decoupler one, we got that one. We just didn't get the parachute one, so we'll have to come up with another way of getting that. Perhaps a test launch. Between 300 and 700 metres a second. At an altitude of 1,600 to 5,002. That's going to be really tricky. Let's come down, bring this thing to land. Bonk. There we go. Right. While we're here, get a crew report. Oh no, we've already got one from here. So let's take the data, store the data. EVA report from here, 5.6 science, store that, jump off. EVA report on the ground, and a surface sample on the ground. Grab on, jump in, and now we should be able to take a crew report. Yeah, for another 1.5 science, not a lot, but better than a slap in the face with a wet fish. So, we recover this vessel and we see how we did with this one. Okay, so 53 science earned, giving us a total of 108 now. We recovered an extra 717 funds from the parts that we recovered. You'll notice up here it says 3 parts, 1 resource recovered, 937 kilometres from KSC, which means we only got 54.3% of their value. The further away you are from the space centre, the less you get. For now, we are going to put 0.24 to sleep, and I will be continuing this as a YouTube series. I won't be following this with any more live streaming of 0.24, at least not for now. I may come back to it later once some of the mods have been updated to 0.24. In the meantime, I'm going to take a brief 5-minute break, and we are going to switch over to our previous save game in 0.23.5, and we are going to have a look at continuing our colony on Minmus. So bear with me a brief while, guys. I will be back very soon.